Coming up on Pet Medics, an attempt by rookie vet Max to bring a calf at death's door back to life.
It's essentially a life-saving procedure that we're doing, and hopefully it'll bring the little cow right.
10 fluff balls come into the clinic to get some special attention.
And yes, you've got sharp teeth and you're trying to use them on me, aren't you?
And a wounded cat fighter with bigger issues.
Even though he's a huge cat, he's just, a real sooky bubba.
Righty-ho, that's a big cat.
Tauranga is a picturesque coastal town in the heart of New Zealand. The largest local vets there care for a variety of animals, from racehorses, livestock, exotic animals and precious pet companions.
Another day at the office.
She's been part of our family for 16 years.
At the city clinic, it looks like it's going to be a busy day. Vet Holly checks out what's in store.
Someone's going to have to do the abscess, shotgun knot. And Max has got something too.
Yeah, Geraldine and Terry have a new calf, really not well, so...
Oh dear. Hi guys, how are you?
First up this morning is Ginger Tom Honey.
Sounds like he's been in a fight, has he?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Don't let the name fool you. Honey's a fighter, and he's come off second best with an abscess.
He must have been in a fight a couple of days ago, and he came in yesterday with an abscess. Came in this morning and it was popped, so we're in here to get it looked at and fixed up.
Yuck. yeah, yucky.
Gosh, I'd love to see what he weighs.
I reckon about 6 kilo.
Oh, wow. I would imagine he'd be actually more than that. Righty-ho, that's a big cat.
He's about 9 years old now. We still got his mum, and he's about 3 times as big as his mum, so yeah.
He's a big sook. Even though he's a huge cat, he's just, a real sooky bubba.
Hi guys, how are you going? Oh God, do you want to bring Honey on through?
Looks like Holly is seeing the abscess after all. She's been a part of the vet team for over a year now. She's seen a few cat fighters in her time.
He was looking and I kind of thought, what are you looking at? And he had a big black thing on his tummy with a white, heady-looking thing on it.
You've been getting into fights, have you?
This morning it has popped,
Okay.
but it's a hole about that big.
Cats' mouths are full of bacteria, so while cat fighting is common, an abscess is very serious, as an infection can quickly cause a life-threatening disease.
So we're just going to clip up the area.
Holly must shave the affected area to properly treat the abscess.
A good look at what's going on, but once these have burst, I guess part of the, we don't want all the infection trapped in there, so it's actually a good thing, even though it's maybe doesn't look the best.
Holly explains if abscesses are left, they can make cats very sick.
Whenever a cat's bitten by another cat, it's like getting a needle with some bacteria on the end of it, popping it inside. They always heal over really quickly, and then that's why the bugs can't escape.
Holly cleans out the abscess and prescribes a treatment.
That area we just need to wait for it to heal, but we'll need some antibiotics to just really settle it down. Give him an antibiotic injection now and we'll sort you out with some tablets for him to go home with.
But Holly thinks Honey has a much bigger issue. She's not finished with him yet.
On you go, buddy. Oh, right on, right on.
Meanwhile, new vet Max is starting his day out of the office. He's off to a local farm to visit a sick calf that has contracted tularemia from a tick bite, resulting in a life-threatening blood disease.
Basically a tick-borne parasite that attacks the red blood cells.
Instead of just administering a drug, Max is going to attempt something much more radical.
Going to take blood from a healthy cow and transfuse it into her.
This is Max's first job since he graduated. Just 2 months in, a blood transfusion is a nerve-wracking procedure for him.
With any blood transfusion, there is a risk of anaphylactic shock or the body not really responding to the blood appropriately.
But that's not the only reason Max is feeling anxious.
I've never done a blood transfusion before on a cow, so this will be interesting.
When Max turns up, he realises the gravity of the situation.
She's not flash at the moment, but all through last week she was getting better. But then over the weekend, she's just gone downhill to how you see her now.
Terry and Geraldine have been running their boutique farm for 40 years and are passionate about all their animals.
I think if you're going to be a farmer, you have to care for your animals, and so this is part of caring for your animal. If you see them ailing, I think we need to be proactive in doing something about keeping them alive.
Many farmers wouldn't go to such lengths to save a calf with such a slim chance of survival.
I'm well known by the vets for being a bit of a mug, and I will always go the extra mile for them. I like to see them survive if I possibly can.
If nothing is done, the calf will be dead within days.
It's quite a rare thing for us to be able to do. Obviously these clients are very caring about their animals, and obviously dairy cows can be worth quite a bit, and so it's worth giving it a crack.
Max has a plan, and it involves a weed sprayer and a bit of Kiwi ingenuity.
So what we're going to do, we're going to put a bit of local anaesthetic into the neck of the donor cow, essentially make an incision in the neck, let the blood flow into a bucket. We're then going to use a weed sprayer to pump that into the calf.
She looks terrible, doesn't she? Hopefully this will save her life.
Coming up on Pet Medics, this fighting feline has a bigger problem the owners need to face.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
And it's touch and go for Max's first blood transfusion.
It's all right, it's all right.
The Tauranga vets look after all sorts of animals across New Zealand's Bay of Plenty. Today, Ginger Tom Honey has come in with an infected bite after scrapping with the cat next door.
We just need to wait for it to heal.
But after picking up Honey, Holly has noticed something else.
What diet is he on?
Jelly meat, biscuits, cheese.
Probably with him cutting down a little bit on some of his jelly meat.
He's a big cat, though.
Yeah, big bone, don't we, honey?
Holly wants to find out just how big he is.
We'll get him on the scale. I might actually bring the scale over to him, to be honest. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, on you go, buddy. Oh, right on, right on.
Most cats weigh between 3 to 5 kilos.
9.
8.14.
Oh, honey.
Honey is definitely punching above his weight at over 8 kilos.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Holly's laughing, but the news isn't good.
To be honest, he's probably carrying at least 2 kilos more than he should be.
The health risks for an overweight cat are serious. Holly tries to find the cause.
He should really be portioned. Jelly meat tends to be really high in fat, so having a lot of that, even though they like it, because it's basically like having McDonald's all the time.
But that can't account for all of his weight gain. The owners reveal Honey's living large on the family farm. It's a good life, and Honey takes full advantage.
He is a hunter, and he goes out and gets rabbits and the birds. Not so much mice in there, but more rabbits and the birds.
It seems that life on the farm is a smorgasbord for a strong cat like Honey, who has eyes for all sorts of snacks.
Does that count the 2 budgies we lost the other day? Do you know anything about the budgies, honey?
If you see that they've had a rabbit or they've caught something, then also they don't necessarily need their dinner, so it's sort of dinner and rabbit.
Honey is their loved family pet,
He's cuddly and yeah, the boss of the family.
one who they'd like to stick around a little longer.
We joke about it, but at the end of the day, weight is a serious thing, and it's not easy to lose.
He's off to Jenny Craig, aren't you? Hey?
Yeah. Good boy.
Holly puts Honey on a diet, and it even extends to his medication.
Half a tablet twice a day until finished, starting tomorrow morning, with food or without, doesn't matter. No, not for you, buddy, no.
He'll be a healthier Honey from now on. Back at the farm, Max is preparing for his first ever blood transfusion.
It's essentially a life-saving procedure that we're doing, and hopefully it'll bring the little cow right.
He's going to cut the jugular of the healthy cow, collect some of her blood into a new clean weed sprayer bottle with added anticoagulant, and then pump it into a sick calf. It's not your average day at the office.
There we go.
How's that? Come on, girl.
Senior vet Dave has years of experience with large animals. He's on hand today to supervise and support Max as he tackles this extremely difficult operation.
Yeah. We're just trying to get the cow into the head bale. Oh, nearly there.
The first step is to get the healthy cow settled and in a good position to access her jugular vein.
So that's why we picked her, because we thought she would be...
Yeah, well, she's big.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
3.5,
she's
4,
in
she's probably 4.
real good nick.
good girl.
The time has come. Max will start by making an incision in the cow's neck to find the vein. It's the first time he's attempted this procedure.
A little bit nervous, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll be all right.
Sometimes it's easier to go over them than over them.
Max cuts into the cow searching for the vein, but he can't find the jugular.
Yeah, it's under there. You feel the muscle belly there.
Yeah.
Dave shows Max the best way to locate the vein, which is hiding beside the muscle.
All right, Max?
Yep, we're good.
Oh, yes.
Here we go. Keep swirling.
Happens quickly when it happens, doesn't it? Yeah.
Finally, the blood is flowing. All is going well until
It's all right, it's all right.
litres of blood are lost. But luckily, with an open vein, the blood will keep coming.
Looks ideal.
Even with the spill, Max manages to extract over 3 litres in total.
You wouldn't want to do it by yourself, would you really?
The blood has been extracted, but Max needs to work fast to close the vein. Finally, the first part of the transfusion is complete.
So that's donor cow done.
The healthy cow is off back out to pasture after donating her life-saving blood.
Relatively successful, I think.
And not a moment too soon for the waiting calf.
The next part's putting in a catheter into the calf, and then obviously slowly adding that blood into there. Hopefully it won't be clotted at the moment. Old Geraldine's doing a good job of mixing it up and making sure that it doesn't clot.
It's quite heavy, actually.
It's important that the new blood doesn't enter the calf too quickly, as this could cause complications.
The worst that can happen is possibly an anaphylactic reaction to the blood. We're hoping that that's not going to happen, but we will infuse the blood slowly over 5 minutes just to see if there are any changes. Right, let's go.
Max uses a filter to prevent any blood clots or proteins entering the tube and blocking the line into the calf.
So you can't actually see the blood going. Oh, here we go, we're all right.
The blood is giving the calf an instant burst of life.
All good?
Was it still in?
Working up now.
Yes, it's got a lot more life in it now.
Terry and Geraldine start to relax, but then things take a turn for the worse.
All good.
The calf struggles to get up. Something is wrong.
Here you go. Here we go. Here we go. Just lying down a little bit wobbly on it and heavy breathing, so she may be reacting to the blood a little bit.
I'll be much more happier when I see her stand up.
She's rest, isn't she? She can eat grass.
Up next, 10 dangerous fluff balls arrive for their checkup.
And yes, you've got sharp teeth and you're trying to use them on me, aren't you?
And will Max be able to save the little calf's life?
Still not out of the woods yet.
At the Tauranga Vet Clinic, Tony has his hands full with 10 Rottweiler puppies.
Pretty chubby. And yes, you've got sharp teeth and you're trying to use them on me, aren't you?
It's their first trip to the vet, and they're a little unsure.
Just giving them their first puppy check and vaccination, just trying to make sure they're happy, fit and healthy. They all look like they're running around quite happily. It looks like Mum's done them very well.
Owners Peter and Paige live on a local farm, but have a soft spot for Rottweilers.
We've got 4 farm dogs and 4 Rotties, so they keep us entertained.
This one looks like the fatty. Hey?
We're going to name him Fatty for now. Sorry, but...
Tony's almost finished with the pups when he gets thrown.
So they're 2 green collars?
One's a boy and one's a girl.
One's a boy and one's a girl. Oh, cool. Phew! Just thought I'd better check on that one and make sure we're not vaccinating the same dog twice.
Even though they look identical, Tony has managed to vaccinate all 10 without getting them mixed up.
And now they've been vaccinated, give them a week or so and you can find new homes for them. When they go to them, things might start getting a little bit quiet around your place again.
But they have to get out of the clinic first. Puppy-mad vet nurse Nicola has decided to kidnap all 10.
I'm going to take them home and put them in my bedroom. I'm going to hide them in my bedroom. My partner will never know.
She'll just have to settle for a picture instead.
The big puppy file, all right?
Back at the farm, vets Max and Dave have worked as a team to perform a life-saving blood transfusion on a sick calf. The operation is over, but worryingly, the calf has still not taken to her feet.
I'll be much more happier when I see her stand up.
Dave wonders whether the blood may have been administered a bit too quickly, resulting in the calf going into shock.
Oh, I think she just might be having a bit of a reaction to the blood transfusion. So we're just going to give her a little bit of some cortisone, which will help reduce that. She's already had some antihistamine, which is, we pre-med them with that before they have a transfusion, trying to minimise reactions.
Cortisone is an anti-inflammatory and can provide significant pain relief.
The problem is, it's, in your eagerness to get it in before they move or the catheter comes out, it often does go in a bit too quick.
The calf's life now hangs in the balance.
Just hope that it's a good result now. I think she'll be fine. She just needs a bit of time to recover and get herself back on her feet.
Dave decides she might need a little helping hand.
Brilliant! Oh, brilliant!
Sorted.
The calf is up.
That looks good. That looks really good. I'm very pleased about that.
It's a job well done.
Well done.
And despite a wobbly start, the calf is on the road to recovery.
There's a lot of breeding gone into these. As you can see by the donor one, we've got good quality stock. This, you would look at this and think no, but we do have, and everyone we can save improves our breeding lines. I'm over the moon. I think the vet club will be too, when I fix them up for it.
And we're running.
And thank you very much.
That's quite all right.
Come on, get back to your paddock.
Another day at the office.
It's been a huge day for local lad Max, with his lifelong dream of becoming a vet recently becoming a reality.
I've grown up in Tauranga, moved away to vet school, 5 years down in Palmerston North, just starting out, been on the job for about 2 months now. I think I like the variety of being a vet. Every day is different, especially being a mixed animal vet. You can be out seeing a couple cows in the morning, go see a horse, come in, do a couple surgeries on a dog, and all in a day's work.
This job means a lot to Max, and he plans to work hard and save decent money. He's just bought his own little slice of Tauranga, and he has dreams to build his own home.
At this stage, you know, don't have a huge amount of money, might pitch a tent. So this is my slice of paradise. Enough room for a bit of a mansion, a tennis court, swimming pool, you know, the whole lot. But on a vet salary, I don't think that's going to be too possible. We'll see.
Who knows? With a busy day's work like today, that swimming pool could one day become a reality. Coming up next week, Max and Kate team up to treat a working dog with a peculiar pain.
I mean, this is almost out of the scope of a new graduate.
A hungry goat who can't swallow.
It could be potentially pretty serious for this wee one.
And a chihuahua with a case of nerves.
Oh, Mr. Ollie, you're looking a bit nervous, buddy.